I just want fun. Okay.
And first and foremost, let me say this. When people sit back and say, Lace just hating on Kenny, and then y'all use some real derogatory, homosexual, you know what I'm saying, terminologies, man, when y'all be addressing men. Man, you can't address men, but half y'all got mommy issues and daddy issues, and y'all sit behind a keyboard, man, and say a bunch of things that y'all know y'all wouldn't have the courage to say to somebody's face. So I don't even get involved with all the back and forth with the disrespect, man, because I know for sure that if I, get into a man-to-man conversation with you, we'll have a different type of problem. So I seen the comments, and let me say this, man. The reason why I speak so much on Kenny is because I paid $57,000 in 5 months to Kenny and went and picked my car up and had to start all over again. He chopped my car up so much I had to sit at the Burt over at Fresh Wells to spend another $20,000 to put the car back together just so I can sell it and get some of my money back. Right? So I feel I earned from $57,000 to have this conversation. And if somebody feel that I didn't earn the right to have this conversation, please let me know. Carry on furthermore. When Kenny builds some beautiful street cars, everyday cars. You know what I mean? Timeless, like cars, bro, that you can drive every day and beat them up. They nice, they clean, all of that. We not taking away from that reality. We know that Kenny can put out a very nice car. The problem that I got with Kenny is over-promising and under-delivering. The reason why I have a problem is because I was one of the same customers. Luckily, while he was rocking me to sleep, I was able to wake up before I fell asleep and realize the road that this man was about to take me down was a nightmare. So before I fell asleep, man, and dealt with that nightmare, I politely flew in, unannounced, and picked my vehicle up. You know what I mean? And I get to hearing all the conversation, the assassination of a man's character. You know what I'm saying? So I felt some type of way. You know what I mean? But then I had to sit back and say, man, I got to get out my feelings and get on to the business. Because ain't no feelings in business. So I said, okay, the best thing for me to do is to make sure that I express to all you brothers, man, who going over there spending y'all money, to let y'all know. Because 95% of the people that go over there is not from Florida. If y'all notice, every car he builds is not a Florida person's car. They're always from out of town. They not from Miami, because Miami, they been woke on Kenny. They been knowing Kenny work. Soon as I sent my car to Kenny, I had 1,000 DMs about not taking my car to Kenny, and all of them was from reputable men that I respect and trust from Miami. But I still went and gave the man the benefit of the doubt, thinking that the man will deliver me the car that I dreamed of. Not the car that he dreamed of. The car that I dreamed of. And guess what happens? He tried to take me for the same ride that he took Rob down. And we finna get on that. I'm just giving y'all a history on why I'm going so hard when it comes to Kenny. Kenny is not the GOAT of building donks. I see the comments on Facebook. I see all this. And a lot of y'all brothers, man, we all from the hood, man. You know what I mean? So I can't discredit some of y'all who's never had an opportunity, man, to really see quality, man. So sometimes you just got to take you know what I mean, take that stuff with a grain of salt. The money Kenny charged Rob. Now we're gonna get on the Rob situation, because they said that I was on Kenny last year also. I was on Kenny last year. And the reason why is because it's not enough brothers that get on here, because everybody playing both sides of the fence. Everybody playing hood politics instead of sitting back and just saying, hey, man, be a straight shooter. You know what I'm saying? Be a straight shooter. You're going to last a long time by being real, man, than you ever will by playing both sides and being fake, man. The man charged Rob $430,000. Documented money. Not only did he charge the man $430,000, when the man go to pick his car up, the man tell the man he owe another $120,000. Y'all, please tell me where in brown sugar is $550,000. And this is coming out the horse's mouth. There's no way on God's earth that Buddy built a car worth $530,000, man. You know what I'm saying? But to take the man to court, to take the man car to car shows, you know what I'm saying? When y'all know y'all having a discrepancy about the money. And from my understanding, Kenny wasn't a problem. So I gotta give Kenny I gotta say the truth. Kenny wanted to cash the boy out. The boy showed up with a big old bag, ready to pay him out. And you know, his wife came and said, no, we ain't doing that. It go back to the pen. It go back to the pen. You know what I'm saying? They pencil whooping niggas, man. But what I say is this, man. That purple car was a clean car. However, man, you put plastic mirror cutout emblems that say, what's the name of the car? Whatever the name of the car. The man put plastic mirrors on the side of the car. Y'all remember when I made fun of the car when he put all the plastic mirrors on Rod Wave motor? It's the same stuff that he do every year. It's the same suit, just reheated. Nothing different. Nothing different. And it ain't cool. That you charging people that type of money, man, and you giving nigga this trash work. And then when somebody tell him that he doing something wrong, he get mad at you. Well, you can come pick your car up. Bro, I done gave you over $200,000-$300,000. Now you want me to come pick my car up? Why does it always have to lead to come pick your car up when a customer disagrees with your vision? It's the same soup reheated. It's dead wrong. You know, Stevie's such a cool person. Stevie just wanted to, you know, he won the key. He just want to move on with his life. But Stevie need to get on here and tell the truth as well. Because Stevie packed fair with dude. He spent a lot of money with dude. You know what I mean? And he made it happen. And what he did, the following year, he promised Rob the key. Man, if you pay like Stevie paid, you going to win the key. He told me the same thing. You can't promise somebody your key. But that's what I go back to saying. Over commitment, but under delivering. You know what I'm saying? But what I seen with that purple car is a prime example of everything that I've been preaching to y'all for the last 2 years. I-95 should be I-85 from now on, because you're no longer on I-95. You own the back street. But not only is you on the back street doing back street work, you doing 85% on 100% of a man's dollar. Y'all thought I was just talking when I said he said that. But somebody, thank you to my man who sent me the video this morning. I posted it up for y'all. Over committing and under delivering. 85% of the money, 85% car, and I'm giving you 100% money, and then I got cats on here talking about ain't no car ever gonna be 100%. What do you mean? There was 2 cars at Rick Ross Car Show. One won the biggest stage in car show history, which is the Riddler Award, and it was on Ross's lot. That car was 110%. You know what I'm saying? Y'all bringing down the value. If a donk is only valuable to us as black men, you know what I mean? And not even us as black men, really just basically us from the hood. Because a lot of black men got real cars, Chevelle, things that you can send to Barrett Jackson to get some real money out of. You know what I'm saying? But the donk, since it's so valuable to us as black men, why don't we get innovative with these cars? Stop copying and pasting. Stop doing everything that everybody else is doing. You know what I mean? Can't nobody tell me, oh, if you do that to a donk dash, it's no longer a donk. This is my donk. Last time I checked, a donk is a 1971 through 76 Impala. From my understanding. Right? So how you gonna tell me how to build my donk? Y'all changing the rules every day. You know what I'm saying? If you do this to a donk, it's no longer a donk. Who gave y'all the authority to make the rules on what a donk is? We already gave y'all niggas y'all flowers that a donk is a 71 through a 76 Impala or Caprice. My bad, I can stand to be corrected. But who is to say what I can and can't do to my car that take my car away from being a donk? Who made that rule up? I don't know. But what I ain't gonna do is allow somebody to tell me what is and what isn't a donk. Because if I take my car to Autorama and it's a 71 through 76, it's documented in the books that that is a donk. Regardless of what modifications that I do to my vehicle, it's a 71 through 76 Impala or Caprice. Y'all try to move the goalpost every time somebody get close to that's why Flacco was the first person that stood up and said, man, you know what? I'm going to do something different from all of y'all. He kept y'all same suit. You know what I'm saying? But he just added a little bit more season to it. And y'all still had something to say. But in reality, y'all have not seen a 71 through 76 Impala or Caprice that could stand next to Flacco's car at all. But if you go back and you look at a 71 through 76, the whole car was an afterthought. Look at the scissor top, which was documented that was the worst, what they call it, man. That was the worst design in the Impala history when they did the scissor tops. Everybody know that. But not only the scissor top, let's go to the dash, right? The dash When you look at it, everybody putting those consoles in there, and it's off-centered. You know what I'm saying? The first person is my homeboy with the red 73, Vince. He finally had stretched the dash to make the dash equivalent all the way down the middle. So all I'm saying is, y'all got to stop with the rules and the regulations, man, and let people build their cars to their liking. Now, what I will say, putting a Tierra grill and the Forgiato grills and, you know what I mean, the strut grills on these cars, nah, man, that ain't for that, man. If you're going to do anything, man, get you a custom billet grill or something like that, man, to keep you got to keep the car flowing in what it is. You know what I'm saying? When you get to doing all of that, man, you bring down the value of the car. Man, Flacco got one of the cleanest cars that I've seen in a very long time, bro. And the crazy part about it, dog ain't even done yet. Y'all didn't even know that. He wasn't even finished with the car, and he still beat these boys across their head, man. But all I'm saying is, man, let people build their cars. You don't have to like the car, but you can't take away from the quality, the craftsmanship of the car. And last time I checked, when you go to a car show, that's what it's about. The quality and the craftsmanship. That's what it's always about. You know what I'm saying? So hopefully next year, now that they've got Riddler Award winners on that lawn, now we talking. Now the judges is different. They got better judges. And it's quiet as kept. 57 Freddie, y'all can tag him now. He didn't even want to get nobody the award. He wanted to tell everybody to go back to the drawing board and say the key for next year. Because, you know what I mean? For whatever his reasons may have been. But when you sit back and you looking at all the different cars that was there, Holy Ghost won in the dunk class. Hands down. Too much detail was done to the car. Rod did his thing cleaning the car up from last year. You know what I mean? Kenny can build a daily driver. I give him that. I ain't gonna take that from him. You know what I mean? But it's it's different levels. And hopefully next year they do something that could classify your car. Just like with anything, dog. It's different levels. Just because you can play in the big three don't mean you can play in the NBA. It's different levels. So if you got a car that is street quality, clean, there's a class for that. But when you sit back and you put your car up at the front of this multi-million-dollar property, proclaiming to be the best to do it, you got to come correct. And I pray to God next year they make them up. They make everybody come correct. 7 days before the show, that way it ain't no sauce being spilled. 7 days before the show, somebody needs to see the pictures of these finished product and say, okay. Or even the day of, when you get there with the car, they inspect the car, and then they tell you which way to go. Go right or go left. But just because you a popular brand or a popular name don't give you the right to be parked up on the front of the lawn like you know what I mean, the judge, jury, and the executioner. It got to be levels. You got plastic mirror on the side of a car. That's an automatic check off. You got bed liner on the wheel wells on a show car. That's an automatic check off. You know what I'm saying? You open up the door jams. You didn't even buff the inside of the door jams, man. Orange peel everywhere. That's another check off. You got gold plated drill screws, man. Gold plated. Another check off. You got plastic zip ties. Another check off. That's a hazard. You know what I'm saying? So when you sit back and you do a check off of each car, you get the opportunity to tell the judges, go left or go right. And then the finals, who make it to the left and to the right, you get classified for that. That way you already know who the contenders are. You already know who's the possibility of who's going to be the winner. You know what I'm saying? Because they had 3 cars that was competing for the key on Best Dunk. But in our reality, come on, man. Come on, people. We're going to do better next year. That's a fire hazard, man. Come on, man, you got plastic zip ties all in areas where it's a lot of heat. I get it. Some places you can put zip ties where it's not a lot of heat, but the plastic starts to melt. If the plastic starts to melt, it could possibly start a fire. And as y'all see, a lot of donks blow up. You know what I'm saying? In my opinion, man, plastic will start a fire, boy. That plastic, when we gonna light some plastic for you, man, to see what plastic do? Man, you better get up out of here with that. You ain't talking to a nigga that don't know, man. You talking to a nigga that do know, man. Y'all just be trolling. Let me get the go. We got the boy Rod on the goat, man. We got Rod on the goat. There go the goat. There you go. Hey, I told him in Rod we trust, baby. How you feeling, man?
Feels good, boy. Feels good, man.
They always end up at your shop, don't they?
Feels good. Yeah, somehow, some way, I always do.
Always, man.
Good,
I'm sitting there trying to tell him, man, the only way you gonna win, man, you got to come correct.
Yeah, shit ain't easy, man. It ain't easy. There's a lot of long nights.
Long nights.
Still
Hey,
recuperating from that shit.
one thing I can say about you though, Rod, a customer get exactly what he paid for, man.
Try it,
When you tell a customer something, that's what I respect about you. You don't sugarcoat nothing, you don't lie about nothing. But when you get on the phone with dudes that you've been knowing for 20 years, they all say the same thing. They say, man, Rod's gonna charge you, but you're gonna get exactly what you paid for.
Try my hardest, man. Do good business.
Your face mean more.
Yeah, I got a clean face. I can say that. So.
And that's the facts, man. Yeah. That's the facts.
You ready?
I was laying.
You ready for your run?
Oh man, I'm ready for it, man. Y'all got me motivated now. Y'all got me motivated now. I called Flacco 2 days before. I said, man, you know Rod won the show already, right? Me and Flacco talked 2 days before. The day of the show, Flacco called me. Rod won. Ain't no way around it.
It was a coin flip. It was close. It was close. Definitely close. I'm just glad we took it, man.
Man, it wasn't close. You know it wasn't close. You tried.
Definitely deserved it, you know.
Y'all earned that, man. But it wasn't close at all.
Well, this year it wasn't close. This year was close. Last year wasn't close.
This year can't be close, man. Not with no bed line. Not with no bed line on the show car. Now, a street car that you know somebody finna beat up. Okay, I understand that.
Yeah, I don't understand that. I still I don't get that part. But there's no excuses for that. You know, you build something for the show. You build it for the show, and afterwards you want to rhino line and shit. You do it. That I really don't get. But to each his own, you know.
What you feel like would make the show better?
The show better? And more competition, really. Need more people, more cars, but not many people could build damn cars like that.
That's the truth. I was saying a while ago.
You know, hands down, you went around several places, you know, some fucking big names, and they could build different kind of cars, but just not donks.
It's a whole different ball game.
It's hard to build them shits, man. Hopefully, though, you know, start getting some of these big names. Maybe they start building them. This year, there wasn't that much hype. That was another issue. So,
I'm glad. You know what I was glad to see? I was glad to see some of the big names there, though, like Riddler Award cars. Because now, when people looked at Flacco car last year, they really couldn't appreciate what they were seeing. But now, when they go back and see a car that Flacco car can sit next to, now they get an understanding. Okay, then this is what the quality's supposed to be.
Well, those same people didn't realize that Grand National, that $1.5 million Grand National that we were parked next to, is one of the big dogs in the game. Because, like you said, they don't know what real car guys know. They know like flashy. They know accessories and stuff like that. They don't know quality. They don't know craftsmanship. And that's where it boils down to, you know, that's what should win a show, not just a bunch of accessories, you know, and
playing with the points.
Yeah, pretty much just putting on more pieces, more chrome, just so it looks like it's more than what it actually is. Because simple, clean is actually more than flashy.
That's why y'all won.
Flashy, anyone could get a bunch of accessories. You can go shopping at AutoZone or Advanced Auto Parts and buy all them goddamn stick-on moldings around the whole car and double-sided tape them all on the car. Yo, she gonna look crazy. You gonna look flashy as hell, though, bright, all type of shit. Compared to, you know, that's like somebody who actually did clean work, takes way more money, costs, you know, way more time, and it's really hard to do. You know, so you could dress up a pig, but at the end of the day, it's still a pig.
Hey, man, I said that last year. You can put lipstick on a pig all day, it's still gonna be a pig.
You could paint the fucking a turd, and it's, at the end of the day, no matter how good the paint job is, it's still a turd.
Bro, I seen what you did with the 7 days on Flacco car last year. On crunch time, doing down there 24-hour shifts.
Well, that's what we did right now with Holy Ghost too. Holy Ghost and also too the Grinch too.
But see, the thing with you got a reputation though, that when you walk out your shop with your name on any car that you did, I done seen you sacrifice money just to make sure that the product is what you want it to be. I seen this with my own 2 eyes.
Yeah, because you got no choice. Sometimes it's like, you know what? It is what it is. We can't go out there if it ain't right. Even if it costs me something out of my pocket. You know, even if I break even, I'm fine with it.
Hey, but that's just shows your integrity, though.
Obviously, business is business. You ain't in a business to lose. But sometimes you got to take an L in order to win. So,
hey, one thing I like about you, man, you don't never make no customer no promise. All you can promise a customer, man, I'm going to build you a badass car. And whatever we do with it,
I could definitely promise you that you will be a contender. That's about it. I can't promise you will win it. I don't know what the future holds. But I definitely could get you in a position where you got the best chances of winning it. Besides that, you know, like, I can go, look, this one's going to win next year. Yeah. This is the following year. Guarantee we're going to win. Nobody could beat us. That mentality right there is what gets you.
And you think it'll be, would you ever be opposed to being a judge if you don't have a car that you're entering?
I'm totally cool being a judge. But the problem is that the people they got out there judging, they do that. They get.
Oh, so they got legit judges.
They got legit judges, man. Yeah, they go out there and they judge all different type of shows, car events and truck events. You know, from hot rods to lowriders to, like, you know, even the trucks and all that. So they actually do that. They have certain ways to judge them. Like me, I can go in there and help out. You know, help out a crew of judges. But on such a big scale, these big shows, it's not easy to go around judging one car at a time. So, I mean, I don't mind helping, but as far as me doing it, if I'm at the show, I don't want to go over there to go work. I want to go to relax if I don't have a car. If I got a car that, you know, I don't mind setting up, cleaning up, making sure everything's right. But if I'm
you got the auto, bro.
You got to just leave me as a spectator, man. Give me a little break.
So what you feel about customers? I mean, there was a video clearly that the other shop in Miami said we aim to give a customer 85%.
Yeah, that was wrong. That's a bad business move. But yeah, you don't do that. You know, you give your 100. Whether you pull out 100% of work, you know, or not, you always give your 100. So you give 100% of what you got, and then if the final product is 85%, that's, you know, but you gave it your all. You don't go and promote, you know, we give 85%. You don't do that. You give your 100 all times.
At all times.
Work is 85%, you know, good. That's your 100. But you don't promote that. You don't give customers. No, that's not a good promotion as far as when it comes to business. I give 100, you know. I try to give 100%. Is my work flawless? No. Is it perfect? No. But I give it my all. To some people it is. To some people it ain't. All I could do is...
Yo, 85 is these shops 100, though.
That's all.
If somebody consider your car 85% done, or you say, hey, Lace, I could have did a little bit better. That little bit better is better than some of the shops that's pushing cars out.
Yeah, a lot do tell me that, but me, you know, you won't hear it out of my mouth. I won't. I'm not the type that's, oh, I'm the best, I'm this, I'm that. All I do is, I know what I'm doing, and I give my all. And that's all I could do. And then my reputation speaks for itself. I try as hard as I can, and I'm my biggest critic. I try to go over to make sure, you know, to try to please myself, really, at the end of the day. Because if I were to look at a car, or like you said, if I were to judge a car and I see a car that's sharing things on a car that pop out to me, I definitely try to address it. Because I ain't trying to go out there with something that I would pick, you know, like pick out on a car and be like, everything was nice, but there was a few little details that, if they minor things, would have taken them maybe a couple of hours to fix before the show, that I would have done. That's what I try to definitely concentrate on before any car show. It's like, okay, certain things you can't do. We don't have enough time. But if it's a couple little small details here and there that we could address before taking it to the show, instead of, oh, look, I'm relaxing now, our job is done, you know, and now we could just relax because we planned out how to waste, how to use our time. Now we could just chill before the show. No, I don't want to chill. I want to use every last minute I have, go over every last detail, make sure, you know, okay, there's a few things that we could do a little bit better. Why am I going to be relaxed, chilling and promoting? Oh, look, I'm over here a day early. Oh, look, I'm taking my weekend off now because we use our time wisely. No, you got to go make sure that your shit's right. And if it's a couple of hours extra of work, put in that work. That's what I try to do, concentrate on a lot. That's why I get those long nights, because an hour here, an hour there, 2 hours here, 2 hours there. I was supposed to be done at, let's say, at midnight. I'm finishing off at 10 in the morning. You know,
let me ask you this, Rod. If a customer brings your car and there's another vehicle in the that's floating around, not a car from 10 years ago, but a car that's been floating around in the last 12 months, and they bring a car to you and say, hey, man, I want this color combination done to my car. And you see this car that's floating around, would you accept the job?
Well, if you're trying to copy somebody else's car, I'll pretty much try to convince you not to. You know?
Right. But ultimately, it's still the customer's decision. At
the end of the day, it is the customer's decision. Now, I'm not gonna be okay with it, but I can't stop the customer from going that route if that's what they choose.
Right.
But usually you can just talk to somebody and convince them, be like, look, you don't want to do this because look at this car, it just came out. He's a big dog in the game. Why, you know, we ain't trying to go out there and look like them.
Right.
Let's do our own thing, or let's switch something up. You know, it doesn't have to be, everything has to be exactly like this other car.
I'm down here.
Just try to, you know.
Another question that people would ask.
Yeah.
They was asking another question about the welds that come on the stock frame. You know how they got them little ugly welds on the stock frame?
Yeah,
on your build, do you grind those welds down, or do you just powder coat over them?
I always try to go over some of them and stuff like that. I mean, the thing is that the factory frames have so much everywhere, but you definitely try to go and pick out the loose wires. If you see a little loose wire or some big sag, you can go with a little flathead and knock some of that out. You don't even gotta grind most of them at all. A lot of them just pop off with a hammer and a little flathead, a little chisel. And you obviously try to clean it up a little bit, especially if you're notching your frame. You already did work to the frame, so if you don't want to. You're trying to make it flow real nice, not them boxy frame like also notches on the frame. So
I gotta give your flowers on Flacco frame though. I ain't seen the frame yet look that good on the dunk, man.
Yeah, that was a damn mission. We had I had gone to Phoenix Fab. He did a bunch of work to it first, then it came back.
Shout out to Phoenix, man.
And then we went over a lot of stuff as well, and then added on more and modified it more, and then countersunk everything and eliminated all the rest of the holes that still needed. That frame has so much work. I got pictures and videos of everything on that frame. I just don't like to post all that.
Hey, man, you got to start posting after the show, though,
I got videos and pictures of everything. So
why you ain't got nobody running your media?
Because I don't need the work. I don't want the work.
It ain't about the work. You can say no to the work.
I'm not a people's person. I don't like.
But you can still motivate people, though. You know how many people that may not. You're not gonna be able to build a team.
Well, I get already 10 calls a day. I get 20 messages, you know, on a regular basis, trying to.
But you still can motivate people, though, bro.
I don't need those numbers to climb. I'm happy where I'm at, man.
But you still
right now, it's only a 2-man crew in my shop.
You got a better. But see, listen, you got a better calling. When you
see, I'm planning to retire this shit in 4 years. I don't want to do no more of these old cars.
Man, that's why you got to put the sauce out there so people can know, look, man, I can't build 5 cars a year. But let me show you what goes into the detail of each and every one of my cars. This ain't no cookie cutter shit.
Yeah, nah, but I don't need to be overwhelmed. It's already bad enough. I gotta run my office. I gotta order my own parts. I forgot
you hands on everything.
I'm the body man too in the shop. I'm the painter also, you know. So I'm the one who's doing the main assembly between Tito and me. The only person I got on my shop is Tito. So he's my right hand man. He does a whole lot too. You know, he get down. But for the most part, you know, I'm the one obviously who's controlling the build as well, making sure.
They say you the Rolls Royce builder of don'ts. They say Rolls Royce ain't got no commercials. That's why you ain't running commercials.
That's the other thing too. You know, you never see Lamborghini fucking with a commercial. You don't see a Ferrari with a commercial. You don't see Louis Vuitton commercials. You don't see none of that. So I don't need advertisers. I just let word of mouth go out, and pretty much if you know, you know, and if you don't, you should do your research. And
we gonna keep your name alive, even though you don't do it. You got some people in your corner, man, that really fuck with you the long way, dog.
I got one thing I do have, bro. I got a lot of love out there, and I appreciate everybody, man.
They love you to death.
And I try my hardest, like I said. People who know me, oh, Rod's an asshole. Yeah, no, I'm not an asshole. I'm straight up. I got a small circle, and I don't like to deal with bullshit. And then as far as the work goes, when they ask me all the time, you think you're the best? I don't think I'm the best. I know I'm good. I know I'm definitely one of the top ones. But let my work speak for itself. Let my work do the talk. That's all I can say. I don't like that. Oh, me, I'm the this, I'm that, I'm the GOAT, I'm this. People call me the GOAT. By all means, have I been called that? Plenty of times. Have you ever heard me call it out of my mouth? No, and you won't. I won't ever say I am the GOAT. I'm not. Now, if it's an argument, somebody's arguing with me, it's like anything else. Somebody comes and approaches you aggressively and willing to fight you, I'm not backing down. We're fighting. Simple as that. But I'm not going to go and pick a fight with somebody. If the fight comes to me, obviously I'm going to back myself up and I'm going to say whatever the hell needs to be said.
They say a humble man always succeeds.
Well, I try to be as humble as possible, but it's pretty hard sometimes. You know how that is. It's really hard to be humble when it comes to certain things and certain people as well. But for the most part, I think I'm pretty humble, man. I try.
When I seen you lose, I think it was Navarcard against Olive Oil.
I want to go to a giant secret base.
You walked away with a smile on your face. You wasn't mad. You wasn't going around telling people you were robbed.
I was disappointed. I really was. You know, I thought we had it, but it made sense. They went out there with a show car. We went out there with a street car. They caught us off guard. And that year, like I told Steve too, I was like, and I-95, I was like, y'all lucky that Bobby Brown didn't make it that year, because there's no way Bobby Brown would have lost. And then the following year, Bobby Brown didn't make it, and we won. So Nava's car wasn't even the car I was supposed to be taking out there. It was supposed to be Bobby Brown. But last minute, I just decided to, it was too much, and I didn't want to go on that big mission. And then we ended up redoing Bobby Brown completely in 6 months before the actual Rick Ross show the following year. We took everything back apart, and we did everything.
I remember.
So that whole car really got built like in about 6 months. The majority of it, there was a lot of stuff already done on it. But we took everything off the car and just started back again.
Nava's car, in my opinion, won that show. And I'm not saying that just because I don't like Kenny. I'm saying that because I looked at the quality of the build.
Well, we were cleaner. And now also too, that show, they did have a people's choice. They they had like there was a side thing, for the regular, the spectators are out there to vote. And I believe it was like, out of like 500 votes, Nava's car got definitely probably like 300 and change compared to Olive Oil got like 100, maybe 100, 200 at most. So the people out there voted for Nava as well, but it came down to a point system back there. Like that show, they did have more points than us because they had the bottom of the car was painted, and a couple other little details here and there. That's what put him over us.
But see, Nava went in though, letting people know. See, the way I like the way y'all were promoting Nava's car, Nava always said that he drives his car. That's why he did the undercarriage the way he did it. It wasn't going to be a trailer queen.
He took off because he had it before the blue and raspberry combo, the Superman combo pretty much, and with all the gold. Then from there, he eliminated the majority of the gold on that car and powder coated everything because he was going to drive it and he wanted for it. He didn't want to have a trailer queen, you know.
He wanted longevity.
He's heavy footed. I was talking to him last night. And he's like, man, I don't know whether I want to do it again. And I'm like, don't. You, first of all, you like jumping on your fucking car. You like fucking, you're heavy footed as fuck. You fucking lay down your gas and you want to hit donuts and fucking act a fool in it. So don't bother fucking trying to build a full blown show car, man, because you enjoy your car. Your shit is a street legend. That shit's.
If you want to build one and keep one. Okay, this my beat up. But when I'm ready to go to a show and kick ass, this is my promo car.
I said that's never been him though. If he builds the show car, he's still gonna go out there and he's
gonna beat that one up too.
Want to race you, and he's gonna see fucking hit donuts around you and gonna be jump. Then he starts jumping on top of the damn hood and calling the next day, Rod, I got scratches on my hood. No shit, you were jumping on your damn fucking hood last night. He's like, damn, you saw that? Yeah, I saw.
Hey, that was a base coat, right?
Well, the blue one.
Didn't you? No, on the green one. Didn't you create that color?
Green one? No, that's not no base coat. That's a custom candy I created.
That's the custom candy. Oh, yeah. He can't be jumping on that candy like that.
That's a mission of fucking. I painted that car. To try to match that car. I gotta do spray out again. That paint. I sprayed it. I didn't like it. Then I ended up doing. It was like damn near 3 times before I got that color the way I wanted it. We kept on experimenting, trying to get a color that nobody had. I mean, if you see it in pictures, it looks different than in person.
I love that car, man. I love that car. I had an opportunity to see it last year at the show, man. I actually got it.
When we first brought it, man, it was definitely something to be reckoned with. Unfortunately, we didn't take the key that year, but came back the next year and represented.
You took the key without taking the key, though. You know why? Because your integrity, man, just speaks for itself. And everybody in the car culture, especially in the dunk culture, everybody respects you, man, to the utmost. You never hear one bad word about you in a comment. You don't hear one bad word about your work. You know what I mean? Nothing. Nothing at all.
I try my hardest, bro. Like, as far as, look, even down here, like, I get a lot of love from Miami. It's hard to get love from your hometown.
Right.
Because that's where you get the most hate from me.
But shit, man, it's sure a pleasure talking to you, bro. And I'm going to let you rest this week, man. We're going to get on a call next week. Okay, for sure. Decided to tap in with y'all, man. I've been getting all the messages. I've been getting all the comments, man. I was bored yesterday, man, so I was able to entertain a lot of it. You know what I mean? But it's a bunch of mixed emotions about my post yesterday. You know what I mean? And, we all got a right to our opinion. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man, I'll get that good word, man, as much as I can, man. Just left church. You know what I mean? It was put on my heart, man, you know what I mean, to come on here you know what I'm saying, to kind of express things, man, in a more of an understanding way, man. Because yesterday, man, it seemed like a lot of people, I'm going to say 85%, you know what I'm saying, got the message. But I'm going to deliver it a little bit better today and not give it to them so much, right?